Hey Rick, how are you? Hey Conklin. Hi Red Roadrunner. It's good to see you guys. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll give it a minute or so and I should be able to tell if you can hear me. Yeah, Rick answered me so he can hear me. My StreamYard is all messed up. So I just uploaded this as an avatar. Hey baby. What are you doing? You snuck up on me. Hold on 1 second. You gonna go potty? Okay. Um So I just put this up as an avatar because for some reason I didn't have an avatar that was showing or whatever. At any rate, everything's a mess. So bear with me. Um, thank you. That is my baby who just came in here to see me, as a matter of fact. This was her when she was a puppy, and we rescued her. Um, she's full grown now, but she's still just as gorgeous. From what we can tell, she is part golden retriever and part husky, I think is what the vet said. So, hey, Black Cat. I have been away from YouTube for like the last week because I heard about this show and I looked it up on Hulu and I started watching it. The show is called 60 Days In. I'm sure that everyone who's interested in the show has already watched it and doesn't feel like discussing it or anything. Um, so I'm not going to like discuss details of the show unless people want to, unless there's people in here who are also watching it, but I think it's been over for a while. But anyway, so I'm watching it and I just can't enjoy it fully because there are some things that I don't understand. And so I'm hoping that someone who listens to this or someone who's in here can help me understand, like comprehend some of the things that are going on inside these jails, so that I can go back to watching it and enjoying it instead of sitting there thinking about, trying to understand how these things work. Myself, I have never been arrested. I have never been like taken in anywhere. I have never been in any kind of trouble. So I enjoy watching these things because it helps me learn about them. But if I can't fully understand what's going on, then, my mind just starts working and I don't get it. So anyway, the premise of the show, just so you know, is that they take people, just regular people off the streets who apply to be on the show, and they put them in county jails around the country for 60 days to find out, how drugs are getting in or how uh, any kind of contraband is getting in or how the gangs work or whatever. So my main thing is I can understand most of that other stuff, but I don't understand the prison and the jail economics. Right, Conklin. And now I understand like fair trade. Like if someone has uh something you want, like you want a Snickers bar and you don't have it, and so you're like, "Can I get a Snickers bar for you from you and I'll give you two back next week." I understand that economics. Like inside there, I understand the economics. What I don't understand is how this works with outside people. Okay, so let me just get into it then, since you understand what I'm talking about. Um, say someone is bringing in meth or we'll say marijuana just for it to be easier, okay? Someone's bringing in marijuana. They get it into the prison and the people are into the jail, and the people in the jail then sell it to other people in the jail. Here's where my problem is. Jail money is like commissary type stuff, right? So you've got these people in jail who are like, yeah, let me get, some marijuana. And how much is it? And they're like, oh, that'll be like 5 soups and 2 honey buns or something like that, right? So I understand how that works in jail. But here's the thing, out on the street, marijuana has a cash price. And so for someone to get marijuana from someone out on the street, it's going to cost cash money. Now you get it into the jail and you're selling it for honey buns and ramen noodles and shit like that. How does that equate to getting the person back out on the street their money? So what I want to know basically is like, yeah, you got your marijuana and I got all these soups and stuff, but how does that translate to money? I don't get it. Like, who's paying for the drugs on the outside and getting them into the jail? And how are they getting their money back if someone inside is only getting ramen noodles or honey buns or Kool-Aid for it? Can anyone help me? Because I am baffled. I don't see how that translates to cash money on the street. And I need to understand this. So someone on the streets, like a family or a friend, is giving them the marijuana for free? Is that what you're saying, Conklin? Like someone just donates marijuana to send into the jail so that this person can sell it for commissary? I don't know. Maybe they do, but I mean, as far as I know, it's a cashless system. Like no one in there has any cash because what would they do with it? I really need to know how, how this works because I'm thinking, I used to like have a business and there were times when I'd need something done and someone couldn't afford something. And so we'd trade and I'd be like, yeah, if you come up and like say an artist needed a prom dress or something, and I'd be like, yeah, if your daughter needs a prom dress, sure, we can supply a prom dress, but will you paint my windows for Christmas? Now see, that's trade and I understand how that works. But I don't understand. I mean, I don't, I just don't get it. And I need someone to help me understand it. I wish I had someone who I knew who could explain it to me because it's really hurting my enjoyment of the show. Because, like, people are getting beat up over honey buns and shit and not paying people back their honey buns in the jail. It seems very serious to me, and I don't get why. I mean, I understand it's not good to take something and that's a respect thing. If you can't pay it back, don't take it. That's a respect thing. But like who's making money? Who's making the money, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't get it. And it looks like Red Roadrunner and Rick and Black Cat have dropped out on me. I've texted, "Hey cats, it's good to see you." Right, Conklin. I need of all the people, I need to have a prison pen pal. I would be taken advantage of so quick it wouldn't even be funny. Because I'd be like, "Oh, we gonna change your life," and they'd be like, "Yeah, sucker." Black Cat, you're listening. Do you know how it works? I have no idea. Like I said, I understand trade for trade, but someone on the outside has to somehow be getting paid to supply the drugs that are coming in. Cats, what I need to know is when someone goes into jail and they become like a drug supplier on the inside, right? They're supplying people with drugs and people are coming to them for drugs. And they're saying, yeah, I'm going to have some more in here on such and such a date. And in it's going to cost you 10 items from commissary, like 5 soups and 5 honey buns. Okay, so now they got their drugs. The person inside has their 5 soups and their 5 honey buns. But how does the person who supplied the drugs, how are they making like cash money on it? Where's the money coming from? Because you can be jailhouse rich in honey buns and ramen noodles, but how are you going to pay the guy on the outside who's supplying you with the drugs, right? You're right. Snickers aren't free. Yeah, and I did see one guy on the show say, I need you to put $80 on my books for this. I can understand that because what's on the books is legitimate money. Like, and when you leave or whatever, you can transfer that money off your books and that then go out on the street, and that's money. But when you're saying I need 10 items, like if you leave jail, you can't resell your commissary to the commissary and take cash money out of there, right? So I guess I just need to understand, how is all this commissary for drugs or commissary for weapons or whatever, how is it translating into money on the streets? Because I don't know many people with drugs who would just like go donate their drugs to the county jail for people to sell for honey buns. Really, Red Roadrunner? I didn't know that. But I do know that they're like their own small city. Yeah, their own little town. And I understand, like I understand the trade for trade, but I don't understand how anyone on the outside then is getting paid for their, like, because you can't go on the outside and be like, yeah, I got 20 packs of ramen from inside for that drug stash that I sent in there. So here's 20 packs of ramen, electric company. I got to pay my bills. I know, cats. That's crazy that they're now smuggling in phones. Cats. He's got one. He's smuggling in those big car phones from the early 90s that have like the whole pack with them, two big battery packs and the kinky cord thing. Yeah, they make deals on the outside. Someone brings it into them. Okay, so then are we saying that the cash will actually come from someone on the outside fronting the person on the inside? Is that how that works? She would buy potato chips and pull the balloon out, place in chips. They always have a girl helping. Yeah. I guess I just wondered, you could be, you know, Kool-Aid rich up in there, but that's not going to pay off a true drug debt to someone on the outside who got it in. He would swallow the balloon and find it late. Oh, that's so gross. So gross. Get you a friend who has a large orifice. So, has anyone else watched this show 60 Days In? Anyone in here? I'm enjoying it. I feel like the first season was probably the best because it was a new concept. I think that the seasons that came after, the second one was okay. It was still pretty good. Um, After the third one and all that, I think more people are just in there to get famous on the show instead of like actually going in and experiencing what's going on and all that. So, I mean, it got a little bit, I don't know, commercialized or whatever as it went on, but deals made on the outside, then brought inside. So if I go in there and I make a deal on the outside and I'm like, okay, I'll run your drugs on the inside, and people are paying me with Kool-Aid, and I drink up the Kool-Aid because, that's my pay in there. What do I do when I get out? I'm just going to come up off a bunch of money then, even though I didn't get any money. I just got Kool-Aid. This weed tastes like shit. Oh, I was thinking about that, Red Road Runner. I was thinking I couldn't do the show, number one, because I would probably just cry all the time. But secondly, because I couldn't go without a cigarette. I would be making all kinds of deals up. I'd be giving away every single honey bun that crossed my path for a cigarette. Just talking about a cigarette, I had to light one up. I started panicking. I'm like, oh, what? No cigarettes. Oh my God. How am I going to do this? Okay, so they're counting on money that they actually have on the outside so that they can make their life a little easier on the inside. I get that. I can get that. But, the way I was understanding it, like some of these people come in and they don't have anything. And so they're like the runners, they're the ones who go sell and stuff. I guess the point would be then if you're just the runner and you're getting a couple soups or whatever, that you're not doing it. It's not going to be about big money. I'm sorry, Black Cat. I would have that whole county jail up in a riot if I couldn't have a cigarette. Right, Cat's roll. And then these people in there are criminal fucking masterminds with balls the size of, God, I don't even know what would be something that's big balls. I don't know, but they got big ones. They're in there like stealing people's pins and using their phone time and stuff. And I'm sitting here thinking, what even makes you think that you got it like that? Like, I wouldn't have the nerve. I would not have the nerve to steal someone else's PIN number in jail and be using their phone time. It just goes to show that, like, I have a whole different mindset. As big as a giraffe's testicles. That'll work, Conklin. I've never seen a giraffe's testicles. Probably one of the few animals whose testicles I haven't seen. Not that I go out looking at animals' testicles, but like, I watch National Geographic and stuff. But yeah, I don't even think I have a visual recollection of having seen a giraffe's testicles, but they're probably high up, as Kat says. Yeah, Jamie exposed. Speaking of animals, Luke was telling me about this headline that he's okay. A long time ago, there was a headline we saw that we just cracked up every time we'd see it, and we laughed and laughed. It was like, monkey gets machete and holds was it a bar or something, hostage or something. Anyway, it was a crazy headline about an animal. So today he comes in and he's telling me, I saw another one of those crazy animal headlines. And I shouldn't laugh because a poor woman, died because of it. But apparently the headline says, elephant tramples 70-year-old woman. Grieving family watches then as the elephant pulls her off her funeral pyre and tramples her again. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but
It returns a few hours later.
But Luke and I are like, they say an elephant never forgets.
She did something to that elephant.
Apparently, this woman must have done some shit to this elephant. And the elephant came back when she was 70 and got her. And then when they put her on the funeral pyre, that elephant wasn't done yet. I'm so sorry. Her poor family. But that elephant had mad beef with that woman. Elephants do remember people who do them wrong. It has been proven. And so I'm thinking maybe this could have been a 50-year-old beef, right? This elephant could have been holding that in for 50 years and finds this lady when she's 70. And it's horrible. And I'm laughing. And why is that? I don't know. But come on. You fucked up pretty bad. If that elephant trampled you once and she's still not done with you.
Yeah, she returns 50 years after, she's like, dope. Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah.
When she goes she just, I think I'll go get some water today. Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh my God. For any of you who watched Dexter, Luke's over here pulling a dokes. He says, she waited 50 years, the elephant did, and then she says, one day the old woman goes to get water, and the elephant pops up, and she's like, surprise, motherfucker. These are the things that Luke and I do that crack each other up all day, every day. I'm so sorry to let you in on our sick, twisted humor, but you gotta laugh at some of this shit. Like, you really must have fucked up with that elephant. You did that elephant dirty somewhere down the line. I'll double dog trample you. God, it's awful. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Red Roadrunner. That there's one season on 60 Days In where that gang shit was like crazy. Most of the seasons, the gang shit isn't that prevalent, or at least they don't show much of it. But that one that they did in Arizona, that was crazy. I think it was God, what was the county? I forget, but they separated everything by race there, and I hated that. I thought if I would ever get put in a place like that, I probably wouldn't survive because I don't go for that race shit. Like, I don't care what race you are. If you want to sit down at my table and eat, I'm fine with it. I don't have a right to tell you you can't. But they live that stuff hardcore. Elephant gangs. Hey, baby, what you doing? I'm talking to Cat's Rule. Cat's Rule, Gwendolyn just jumped up here. She's going to come pick you up, and you're going to go live with Cat's Rule, okay? You want to go live with her? You want to go live with her? We'll threaten a guard, blackmail them, or threaten them if they don't bring them something. Oh, really? Yeah, the elephant must have tiptoed. Elephant's like, I've been waiting 50 years for this. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out these people who set up the stores and stuff too, and they're like, yeah, you can buy a pack of ramen, but next week you have to give me 2 back. I guess it's a good inside gig because while you're in there, you're not gonna be hurting for commissary or whatever. But it kind of sucks that when you get out, it does, you can't, like I said, if you get out and you've got 20 packs of ramen, you can take them with you, or you can leave them behind, but you can't get your money back for them. She is a pretty girl. Cat said you're pretty. What do you think of that? You want to go live with her? You want Cat to be your mommy? Oh, your mommy will miss you too much. She's being spoiled right now. But I have learned today that I'm thankful I never pissed off an elephant. Elephants can, yeah. If you can get an elephant into the prison, you're gonna run that shit. Ain't no one gonna strip search that elephant. They're gonna be like, damn, we can't get up in there far enough to see if there's anything. So what's everyone been up to? I have not, like I said, I've not been around, I've not been watching, I've not been listening. I have been down this rabbit hole of 60 days in. They never forget. That's right. It's a Trojan elephant. Oh my goodness. So everyone's doing okay. It's good to see y'all. But yeah, it's just been bothering me. I'm like, someone's got to be getting some money, and all I see are, honey buns. Red Roadrunner, someone did tell me that, but I don't know, I don't really know anything about it, when or what's, what went on or whatever. But yeah, I did hear that. That's sad for the people who cared about her. That's very sad. I hope they find comfort. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about her. Um, but I know she had a daughter and a grandson, and I'm sorry for them. I really am. Clothes take me forever using thin cotton thread. Are you making some clothes or something, Black Cat? And Conklin, I'm still jumping through. You still haven't gotten in yet? I was hoping you were done in and into your classes, and we were going to start having some good conversations. You were bribed with pizza, didn't you? Uh, I can't believe you had to prove you at your age. They're going to make you prove immunizations. What ones are they making sure you have? Your shingles immunization? I mean, come on. It's not like we're grade schoolers who are still getting our regular, you know. I'm going to send you. Unless you mean like the COVID. It- that might be what you mean. I forgot all about that. I forgot that we just went through a pandemic. So I guess I understand that better now. So you start in August. Okay. All right. Well, then, after you start, I'm going to be looking forward to some good conversations. You'll have to pick my brain to keep me sharp. Do they have vaccines on the park? Rather stick to toddler size. Measles, mumps, rubella, yeah, the MMR, all the childhood. Well, who would still have their childhood records, Conklin? That's crazy. If they asked me for that, I'd be like, I don't know. The guy who did it's been dead for probably 30 years, and the hospital he worked for and his clinic hasn't been open since then. I don't know how to get you those records. My school might have them, but God, it's not even the same school anymore. I doubt they kept all. When you get to be our age and they start wanting you to prove stuff from childhood, you might as well, chuck it in, because maybe most cats is dissing you with the age, Conklin. Veterinary school or nursing. Right, Red Road Runner. And I think that's what we find as we get older, is that when we go when we're young, we go because we're looking to build a career and, to be able to support ourselves. But when we get older and all that doesn't really matter, we find out what really makes us happy, and what we're really interested in. And it's sad that we do that, in the last part of our lives instead of having just lived that way all our lives. But it's not feasible for everyone to do that because, say, like Conklin, who loves art and loves doing art, he couldn't just do art. Like, that's how people starve. Artists don't make their money till after they die. Then once they're dead, everyone wants to own their work. But yeah, it's just crazy. It'd be nice if we could just somehow figure out how to run society so that we did, whatever we were passionate about our whole lives and we didn't have to worry about all that other stuff. I'm trying to kill off Conklin. Well, when Conklin gets killed off, I have some of his artwork. I think I have 2 pieces here in my home, and they're not worth anything till he's gone. No, they're worth a lot to me. I love my Conklin art. I'll be in the money. That's right. Premium cat litter for Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn, once Conklin passes away, we're going to be rolling in the dough, honey. Fancy feast all day. She shook her tail at me. This cat is the pickiest cat when it comes to food. We'll find something she likes, she'll eat it for like 2 days, and then she don't want nothing to do with it again, ever again. So we find something else she likes, we stock up on that, she'll eat it for a week, and then she doesn't want anything to do with it ever again. And then we're stuck. So we've been donating a lot of cat food. We finally found this one that so far she has not ever turned her nose up at. It's the Fancy Feast pate. It's salmon, seared salmon or something. And then the Fancy Feast gravy, salmon, and spinach. She loves the salmon and spinach one. And she hasn't turned her nose up at it a single time. She's always eaten every bit we put out. So we stocked up on it. And that means that now that we're stocked up on it, she'll probably quit eating it, little bitch. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, you little bitch? Yes. Her likes it, her eats all that salmons. She will not touch anything beef. It doesn't matter what brand. It doesn't matter what it's mixed with. If it's salmon and beef or chicken and beef, she still will not touch it. will not eat anything beef. She loved the Friskies turkey and cheese for a little while. And we thought, oh, we found a good one. She'll finally eat the Friskies turkey and cheese. She did. We ordered a case of it. She immediately quit eating it. My dog Ruby would actually gag if you gave her sandwich meat or pepperonis. Poor baby. Poor Ruby. And she hated wieners too. Aw. Butt flavored cat and dog food. I've been trying to write, Conklin. Grain free, huh? Well, everyone's like, oh God, don't give your cat Friskies or whatever. I give this cat whatever she will eat because um, I don't care if it's high dollar or low dollar, as long as she's eating. And she was losing weight there for a little while because she was getting so picky. But we found that, like I said, the tiny little things, the Fancy Feast, it's like in this double, but they're really tiny and you have to break them apart. But if she'll keep eating them, I'll keep buying them because she's put her weight back on. So that's good. My two cats are on the CD. It's 45 cents. It's $45 for 4 pounds. Oh my goodness. Hey Aaron, it's good to see you. Oh, you're gonna attack me? What, you sick of me talking shit about you? Was mommy talking shit about you? She just attacked me like, shut up, mom. Quit telling all my shit to these people. Say, they don't know me. They don't know me. Don't tell my business. Yes, we won't tell your business no more. Mommy's sorry. Yes, mommy's sorry. Don't you give me that look. 122 a month? Oh my goodness. Yeah, when you got babies, you got to take care of them. I mean, you just do. I actually set up like a wish list to help us out, but I've been I don't know. One day I'll think, yeah, I'll put my wish list out there, and if anyone wants to help with the cats and stuff, because we take care of a feral colony here, and I thought, if anyone wants to help, I'll put it up. But then I'm like, you know what? Do I want to take a bunch of shit from people saying I'm trying to e-bag or whatever? I don't know. I don't know. I know I want to keep doing what we do. I know that, there are things that we could use help with, but at the same time, we've managed this long. Yes, vet meds are expensive, definitely. But I also know that there were just kittens born out there again, and I'm like, God, I could really use uh, a little extra to help me get some of these new cats spayed and neutered. There's always a new cat coming around who hasn't been fixed, and we end up with kittens. It's less now than it used to be, but still. Black cat, I'm so sorry about that. Stones and blockages. Yeah, I've got, that's another thing that we've started giving Gwendolyn and the outside cats as well, is that, what's it called? Gwendolyn keeps throwing it off my desk. What'd you do with it? Where'd you throw it this time? Anyway, it's like a laxative hairball remedy. And we've been making sure that the outside cats and all that get a little too, so that we don't have any blockages going on. I wish it was here, Conklin. They do have the low, what do they call it? Low cost spay and neuter, but we don't have anything for if you're on disability or whatever. Hey, Mr. Lantern. It does me too, Red Roadrunner, and I just don't even know if it's one of those Laxatone. I'm sorry, that's what that medicine is called, Laxatone. And I order it from Amazon, so I put it on the wish list, and maybe I'll share the wish list sometime. I don't know. Are you gonna clean them feet? Yes, them's pretty tubbins. You clean them babies. All right, well, I guess you guys have helped me as much as you can to try and understand the economics of how you turn. Oh, okay, cats, cool. Of how you turn commissary into money. So I'm gonna get back to my show now. I can maybe enjoy it a little better. Oh, I know, Red Roadrunner. It has been in the hundreds here too. Our lawn guy isn't even like. I hope we don't get a ticket for our lawn, because our lawn guy, he's a little bit older than me, and he has all the ride-on machinery and everything, but still it's just so hot that I'm not putting any pressure on him. I told him take his time, don't worry about it. Hopefully the town will overlook our lawn, whatever. So yeah, stay cool out there, guys. And it was good to see you. I love y'all. I miss y'all. I hope you're taking care of yourselves. I hope you're having the day you deserve. And when I get out from under this show that I'm hooked on right now, I'll be back. We'll talk. We'll have some fun. Remember, the main thing we all learned today is do not ever piss off an elephant, because even if it takes that elephant's entire life, they will come back and seek retribution. So don't fuck with the elephants, you guys. I love y'all. Mwah. Take care. Bye-bye.